I think there's a whole host of new opportunities, both for existing businesses and for new businesses, particularly in the area of the environment. There's a vast amount of potential for UK to operate new areas of business in that world. Also in the IT world. We're always hearing about new developments in the IT world. There's always opportunity there. And of course, there's the usual favourites. Consumer goods go on evolving, therefore there'll always be opportunities for new businesses to come in. So wherever you look, if you've got the right drive and the right entrepreneurial spirit, you can start businesses.
I think that when things are tough, it causes people to sit back and perhaps think a little bit more about what you're doing, where you're going, how you can operate in a more streamlined way, how you can become more efficient, what can you do to raise your game. And I think they're really good things. So it's quite strange really, but perhaps in a tough time, it focuses us on making our businesses better, stronger, leaner. In terms of opportunity, then inevitably, I'm sure that there will be things that come along and there will be opportunities to seize.
I think there is some of that. I don't think one should get carried away, but I gave some examples in my speech of how amazingly successful companies like Microsoft started up in downturns. Walt Disney's business started in the Depression in the 1930s. You know, there are examples like that. And innovation does come to the fore. I think in some ways people are more creative and resourceful. So that's good. And I think there are upsides to the downturn.
One doesn't spot opportunities so much as they spot us. When you're very small, you mostly engage in what people nowadays like to call inbound marketing, which I just think is a very funny term, which means you put yourself in a position so they can discover you, right? So it's about, you know, optimizing your website. It's about syndicating your identity across the web. So even if you're a physical business, I mean, the web is the communication medium. And people think of Facebook as a new thing. Actually, it's the oldest thing in the world on the web. It's gossip, right? It's us knowing about our circle of friends and what's up with them. Okay, somebody just made it extremely easy to do, and therefore its amplifying power is enormous. Okay, that is a very important thing, because what is the most important way to attract new business? It always has been, word of mouth. What has just been amplified beyond recognition? Word of mouth. Okay, so first of all, that means if you do something wrong to a customer, the downside has just become much, much bigger. If you do something right, the opportunities become bigger as well. So it is largely inbound marketing, putting yourself in a position so that the world can discover you. And that means letting your identity be out there, finding ways to swap with other small businesses so that each shares the opportunity to brand each other. I mean, unfortunately, it comes down to elbow grease again.
I don't think there's a single easy answer. I'd be much richer than I am if it were straightforward. I think there's a lot of chance involved. I think quite a lot of gut instinct. I think there are some obvious things, you know, only deal with people you trust. I prefer teams rather than one man or woman bands. I like people whose projects have unlimited upside. I deal with people who are realistic about valuation, not fanciful. I like people who are veterans who, even if they haven't run a business before, know their field really well and understand the competitors incredibly thoroughly and all that sort of stuff. You know, they've got to be really serious about it. I want people who are wholly committed. I don't want people who are doing it in their spare time. I want people who, this is their life. I want people who've got a lot at stake, you know, so there's tremendous skin in the game. I think that's really important.
It's very easy. There are businesses which feel as if they're going to make you a lot of money, but actually they bore the hell out of you. Don't touch them. Only engage with something that excites you, because the truth is, if you're anything like me, you are fundamentally lazy, and what makes you work is that you're passionate about something. Therefore, if you're not passionate about it, don't touch it. There will be lots of opportunities, but it's amazing how many opportunities there are that are actually opportunities that are like mythical opportunities. With a glass of wine in your hand, you can see why it could make a lot of money. But then, when you're in the cold light of dawn, would I like to work on it? Would this be something that inspired me to do your 16-hour days to build it? If the answer isn't yes, don't do it. Just because it makes money, don't do it. Because it will go bust. Every successful company I know, the people who have started them have believed in them, not because of the money, but they actually felt a bit of themselves being built into it.
Now you can collaborate with world-class experts and thousands of business people to solve your biggest problems in business. Simply log in to your business channel and put your question to our editorial team. You can also post your questions on YouTube, Facebook or Twitter. I'm sure you can see how it will work for you. It's all about solving your problems fast. There are also low risk and results-based options if you'd like more help. Sign up today.